Hey, good day, good day, good day. I want to welcome you back to another Ask Lady Jules. And I want you to stop me if you've ever heard this lie before. And that's the lie that you have to grind now so you can relax later. We are told that wealth requires sacrifice, specifically the sacrifice of your sleep, peace of mind, and even physical health. We idea that burnout is just the price of admission for success. But what if I told you that your exhaustion isn't a badge of honor? It's actually the biggest bottleneck in your business. And here's the truth that hustle culture is afraid of: your nervous system is your greatest competitive advantage. You cannot build a legacy while your body is stuck in survival mode. You cannot hear the voice of God or move with spirit led intention when your cortisol is through the roof. If you're tired of choosing between your bank account and your blood pressure, you are in the right place today. I'm going to teach you how to build wealth without sacrificing your wellness using my signature D.D.B framework. Hello, 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 and good morning, good day, good day, good day. I'm Shelby Frederick, also known as Lady Jules, and my work focuses on soulful healing and spirit led growth. I help high achievers stop grinding their gears and start building sustainable, life giving wealth. For years, I've watched brilliant entrepreneurs build massive empires only to have their bodies shut down the moment they hit their revenue goals. And that is not success. That is a trap. And we need to shift the paradigm. Wealth shouldn't be built at the expense of your wellness. It should be built through your wellness. And today we're walking through the D.D.B framework. This stands for Discern, Dismantle, and Build. It is the roadmap to regulating your nervous system so you can hold the capacity for the wealth you are praying for. So go ahead, grab a journal and a pen. We aren't just learning today, we are healing. And so let's get into it because this is the process that I've had to go through. So the first phase of the framework is discern. You cannot change what you're not aware of. Discernment is about getting quiet enough to hear your body and your spirit, what your body and your spirit are trying to tell you. In the business world, we are trained to ignore our bodies. What do? We drink more coffee to override fatigue. We skip meals to take meetings. We ignore that tightness in our chest. Listen, I used to do that as a massage therapist. What do? I'm working. I have back-to-back clients. Who has time to eat? Because you've got to get on to the next thing. But I'm here to tell you that discernment asks the question: is this opportunity expanding me or is it depleting me? When your nervous system is dysregulated, meaning when you are constantly in fight or flight, your brain literally shuts down the centers responsible for long-term vision and creativity. You're operating out of fear, and you cannot build a spirit-led legacy on the foundation of fear. So how do we practice discernment? It starts with identifying your capacity leaks. Where are you saying yes when your spirit is screaming no? Maybe it's a client who drains your energy. Maybe it's a pricing model that requires you to work 60 hours a week just to break even. I want you to pause right now. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, where am I forcing things? All of the things. True wealth requires a vessel strong enough to hold it. So if your vessel, meaning your body and your mind, is cracked from stress, there is no amount of money that is going to stay. Discernment is the act of inspecting the vessel before we try to pour more into it. And once we have discerned the truth, we move to the second phase, dismantle. Now, this is always the scary part for many high achievers. This is where we have to tear down the systems that are keeping us sick, even if they are currently making us money. We have to dismantle this belief that time equals money. One of the biggest ways we sacrifice wellness is by pricing for the market instead of pricing for our capacity. If you price your services based on what everyone else is charging, but delivering that service requires you to burn the candle at both ends, you have built a broken system. So dismantling means looking at your business model and asking, does this support my nervous system? If you need to take on 20 clients a month to pay your bills, and that volume creates anxiety and prevents you from sleeping, you must dismantle that offer. What do? We replace it by pricing for your capacity. And this means you have to determine how much energy you have to give healthily, and you reverse engineer your pricing from there. And my friends, this is spiritual work because it requires you to believe that your value is not in how much you suffer, but in the transformation you provide. And we are dismantling the grind. Grinding is friction. It's like that metal rubbing against metal until it sparks and it breaks. And we don't want to grind. We want to flow. We want systems that work for us, not systems we are enslaved to. I want you to identify one thing in your business today that feels like a grind. Is it manual scheduling? Is it responding to emails after 10 p.m.? Dismantle it, automate it, delegate it, or delete it. And finally, after we discern the issue and dismantle the dysfunction, we build. But we don't just build bigger, we build better. We build for sustainability. In the D.D.B framework, we view rest as a strategy. Rest is a revenue strategy. Let that sink in. Rest isn't what you do when you're done working. Rest is the fuel that allows you to work at your highest level of genius. When you build from a place of wellness, you are building systems that support your humanity. This looks like strict boundaries, such as strict spiritual and digital boundaries. This looks like capacity-based pricing, earning more while doing less because your energy is just that potent. We're talking about spirit-led decision-making, moving only when you have peace, not out of panic. When your nervous system is regulated, you become magnetic. You attract opportunities rather than chasing them. And this is the competitive advantage. While your competitors are frantic, making mistakes, and burning out, you are clear, grounded, and powerful. You are building a legacy that your children will want to inherit. And it's not just the money. It is a lifestyle, the lifestyle, and the peace that comes with it. So in my closing today, discern, dismantle, build. You do not have to choose between wealth and wellness. You are designed to have both, but it requires the courage to step out of the hustle and into alignment. I want to hear from you. Which part of the D.D.B framework do you need to focus on right now? Are you in the discern phase, realizing you're burnt out? Are you ready to dismantle an old offer? Or are you building your new reality? Let me know in the comments below. If this message resonated with you and resonated with your spirit, please like this video, share it, and subscribe. We are building a community of leaders who are ready to heal as they grow. I am Shelby Frederick, also known as Lady Jules. Remember, your peace is the prize. And I look forward to seeing you back for our next video on tomorrow. Another Ask Lady Jules. Blessings.